West Philadelphia, born and raised, on the playground, spent most of my days. You didn't know I could rap, did you? Hey, we're talking about Bel Air. Boom! Right here on another TV review on Clutch Productions. And make sure you guys subscribe, like this video right now. So I gotta tell you, when I heard about Bel Air and the serious version of it, I was really excited. In case you guys don't remember, like a few years before they announced this, there was a fan video where it took the story of Bel Air and made it serious. And I was like, man, that really would be a good drama without the comedy. And so what we find out, they actually take it. Will Smith is producing this, and I love how they bring in the original cast, not in the same casting, but they bring it in a place where it's really, really dope and really, really cool. And so I really liked how they incorporate the new and the old cast. I like how they took a lot of the familiar episodes, but they dramatized it, because Bel Air has a lot of great content already that you really didn't have to redo the wheel on. There's a couple of things they added, like Carlton's like hooked the speed or something. He's hooked on crack, and the show member, I think he had a ditch in the speed. So I mean, like, there was something they kind of tweaked to make it more, effective with the times. The guy who played Will Smith, Jabari, I think his name is, he plays a perfect Will Smith. To the point, it's almost like, is that Will's kid? Like, I mean, he has that Will Smith, what I want to say, swag to him. It's very reminiscent of the 90s, but like modernized at the same time. But a lot of that Will Smith swag, you see it in him, and just more for this time. I like the dynamic between him and Carlton. Uncle Phil grew on me. I wasn't completely sold on Uncle Phil, but I see what they did with Uncle Phil. They're not trying to remake Uncle Phil from the 90s. He's a modern version of that, and he really fits that role kit together. Him and Aunt Viv, I think, really work well together, and I like their dynamic. And so I think the cast as a whole. Coco Jones is in this. She plays Hillary. She does a phenomenal Hillary. The girl, young lady who plays Ashley, she does a phenomenal job. Jeffrey, man, they made Jeffrey a bona fide OG. Jeffrey about that life. And so I love it, man. I love the show. I think we're 4 seasons in. There's one more season, or 3 seasons. We're only 3 or 4 seasons in, but I know there's one more season and it's over, which I'm kind of sad about. I'm hoping that we get this the episode where Will get shot. I mean, there's so many different episodes they can pull. Ashley and her singing career, we haven't touched that. So I mean, there's a lot of still content out there. I'm not sure how much they can fit in the last season. Or maybe that's gonna be like how the end, where Ashley goes off in the singing career, and whatever. And so, but it's a really great show. It's very rooted and grounded in today's reality, but yet still honoring the source material and not disrespecting the predecessor. But taking a lot of that thing and making it fun, making it exciting, making it really drawn in. If you want my rating for Bel Air, 10 out of 10. Bel Air gets a 10 out of 10. Everything about Bel Air is superb. It's excellent. It's one of the best shows on TV today. Marlon Wayans being Will's dad, at first I thought that was going to be like weird, but Marlon Wayans is doing some of his best acting on Bel Air, especially season 3, where you really, at first I thought he was a season 1, that one episode, and that would be it. But to bring that character back and that dynamic, because Will would be affected by that, and so I really like that. Also, the guy that plays Jazz, amazing. I mean, he is Jazz, you know what I'm saying? And I think he'd be a good Tupac. But the guy that plays Jazz is amazing. Like, he is just, and him and Will feel like they're friends. That's what's amazing. The chemistry of that show is off the charts. And that's always one of the hardest things when you're doing an ensemble cast like this. But man, they nailed that chemistry perfectly. Now, we haven't seen Uncle Phil throw Jazz out the door yet. Maybe they'll do that towards the end of the series, just as a love letter to the fans. But amazing show, a great show. really, really good. Honors the source material, but yet still makes it innovative for this new generation. So if you haven't seen Bel Air, let me know in the comments what you think about it. I think it's one of the better shows we've seen in a long time. And it has a really good message and meaning at the end of it. And that's really what's missing with a lot of stuff nowadays. It's good message, good meaning, wholesomeness. And this show really has that. I think it's so, they have a little bit of special language, but I would say you can, so your 10 to 12-year-old, something like this. But it's really great, man. I think it speaks to our culture. I think it speaks to the time that we live in, just as Fresh Prince did for his time in the 90s. So I think it's just really, really good. Will Smith did a phenomenal job of producing this, directing, acting, editing, shooting. Everything's top notch. So definitely something to check it out. Bel Air.